Very dystopian story we have here today. Stan Lee's voice has now been licensed to AI so that it can be used to make it seem like he is narrating books years after his death. You heard it right, everybody. Excelsior. 11 Labs has struck a big deal to bring Stan Lee back from the dead, at least as far as his voice is concerned, that is, which does in fact give fans the opportunity to hear the Marvel legend narrate books in his own AI generated tones. In 2018, at 95 years of age, the Marvel Comics legend Stan Lee passed away. And if you don't know, he's been in every Marvel film and tons of Marvel video games. He's been narrating things in Marvel media for so long, always popping in for a cameo when you'd least expect it. You turn around and boom, Stan Lee's there mopping a floor. He's a very uncanny fellow, and he's completely unlike anybody else that this world has ever seen. And now, thanks to a licensing deal that has been made between 11 Labs and Stan Lee Universe, a joint venture between Genius Brands International and POW Entertainment, they're going to be able to make it seem like he's reading books that he never actually read in his lifetime, and they're going to have him posing for comic book panels that he never drew. Which, even though Stan Lee is a beloved human being, of course, I think that he's in my top 10 favorite people ever of all time. I think that this is a little bit weird, guys. I think it's a little bit strange, especially with all of the stuff going on at the end of his life where it seemed like people were really taking advantage of him. I just don't feel right about this. Like, I do love Stan Lee, and I think he's a wonderful human being, like I said, but it's just kind of crazy. It looks like 11 Labs is also licensing Stan Lee's voice and likeness, not just for AI narration, but also fan generated images. The AI audio company has also added Stan Lee's likeness and his voice to its iconic marketplace, along with a whole other catalog of celebrity personalities that companies can license for commercial use. So we're officially at that point where they're taking the likeness and taking the voice and not even having to have the actor there to show up, which is also wild. I remember back when we were all just talking about that being a possibility. 11 Labs has used professional voice recordings of Stan Lee in order to train its AI. So starting now, his likeness is available throughout comic book inspired visual templates that can be used on the platform's visual generator that I guess can produce images. But those images and videos are going to be restricted for non-commercial use. So anything that anybody wants to use them for outside of being a company, it seems like they're not able to make money on. Stan Lee's voice can also be used through 11 Labs Reader app. It looks like they already have Robert Louis Stevenson's Treasure Island book lined up to be narrated by Stan Lee's AI virtual thing. And they're trying to set it up where pretty much every month they're going to add another book to the catalog, and they're framing it as a tribute to Stan Lee's lifelong love of books. There's also a quote here in the article saying that Stan Lee always believed in meeting his fans where they were, and this is from Chaz Rainey, who is a board member of the Stan Lee universe. Fans have always told us that when they read his comics, they hear the words in Stan Lee's voice, and now thanks to 11 Labs, that's actually something that can be a reality. Stan Lee's voice is going to be joining a pretty iconic roster as well for the marketplace that includes Michael Caine, Judy Garland, Burt Reynolds, David Hasselhoff, and even Albert Einstein, which I was not expecting that. But and it looks like 11 Labs has also tacked on two comic book inspired filters for its AI music generator as well, called Superhero Cinematic Swells and Retro Hero Fanfare. So I guess this is just a whole AI suite of different types of technology that can be used on music and AI reading and making videos and pictures and all that kind of stuff. So it's just a collection of AI tools. This deal regarding Stan Lee's voice arrived during a year that had a lot of business momentum for the company, and as you guys have probably seen and heard about as well, the industry has been fighting for a long time about who technically owns the rights to somebody's voice. I feel like it would be a common sense answer, and you'd think that that person owns their voice, but obviously people try to debate on what happens to somebody's voice after they pass away as well. And I mean, to me, I think that that person just dies and they're captured in movies and the things that they have made. But obviously, these people believe that it's more normal to just continue it after their death and just to keep monetizing everybody else's nostalgia. There's even instances where, like, Apex Legends voice actors walked out during a contract deal that demanded that they surrender all of their rights to their own voices. And David Attenborough, who is part of this deal with Apex Legends, called the unauthorized AI clones of his voice disturbing, which I think it would be disturbing too. I've never heard my voice cloned by AI, But and I don't really want to. I think that would be very, very weird. But that's pretty much it for this video about the Stan Lee incident. I just wanted to kind of bring it up because I think it's kind of fucking weird that they're doing that. I could see where people would maybe think it was really cool, and even I think it would be kind of cool, but I just don't think it's right. There's something like unethical about it. It just seems wrong for some reason. I don't know. It just seems like it's not something that's supposed to happen. It seems against the laws of nature. But we've seen this in other instances as well, including with a lady that decided to take her husband's likeness and use it in like a AI screen thing on a TV during his own funeral. So this isn't the first instance, but it's one of the instances that I think strikes home for most people. Like I said, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to yap about it for a bit, and I would love to hear what you guys think. And I will catch you guys in the next video that I make.